All right, everyone, this is 5/22/22, our weekly market prep. Give me a thumbs up inside of the general chat if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up in the general chat. All right, excellent. Excellent. Let's take a look around the market and see if there's some notable news going on today. So as usual, we'll post a couple of the major points for the week to be aware of in the general chat. I'll post that now. So this week, as far as earnings, we're pretty wide open as regards to market movers. I'll be looking at Wednesday after market close and into the next day for NVIDIA to maybe post its earnings, what have you. We may even see if we can set up some moves for that. Be on the lookout for my swings on the top side of the day for everyone who is inside of the Killer Whales Tier 3 access. Killer Whales Tier 3 access, you are going to get the obviously extra training and etc. You get live day trading with me 5 days a week in the morning up to the noon session, and then come back for the close. But we're going to set some swings up that'll be top side of the week. So as far as earnings, this is what we're looking at for the week. For the back side of the week, we're going to be focusing on see how NVIDIA affects the market and tech sector, if it can pull some things with it. All right, so that's one. Number two, market moving events here. So we're going to be looking at FOMC meeting minutes, 2 p.m. Wednesday. Going to hit the market there, right? We'll see what comes of that. We also got our weekly jobless claims there, right? Top side of the week, we are going to be looking at a couple of things. Nothing on Monday. So if we get a move, likely we will get a relief bounce off of our lows from Friday. We'll get some continuation Monday. So Tuesday, PMI composite data coming out there, new home sales coming out there. Wednesday, durable goods. Of course, another energy or petroleum report there, then GDP and jobless claims on Thursday, income outlays and international trade goods information coming out Friday. So it looks to be to have some nice volatile pockets throughout the week. We'll be looking for that as we go into this week. But Monday should be a pretty normal, as far as this market is concerned right now. So let's take a look at where we left off on Friday. We ended up trading at 389.63. SPY has been in these areas before. You can clearly see, for all you pattern traders, you can clearly see we're forming what could be a double bottom, but you never know if we're going to have continuation or not until it actually manifests itself. So this is why I don't pattern trade. All right, but we certainly are finding some support here at 389.43 area, right? Nice dump and run up from Friday's action there. So we'll be looking for the continuation there to see if we continue to open strong. Let's take a look at the futures. The futures are off and running already, right? Nice pump to start the future session there. Oh yeah. So let's take a look at some volume here. All right, awesome. So let's take a look at the daily on volume. Okay, 4 hour on volume real quick. Excellent. So we really have coming off of our 3.880 area that we were watching for Friday. There was a major level there for all of you guys who were inside of the Killer Whales. We were watching that area. We did get a move, and then now we're continuing our ascent. I would like to see us, we look to retest 4,000 on ES. And so once we get there, I'd like to see how we hold at 4,000. But as we go into the morning session, I'll be trading the futures, playing the run up to about 4,000. So that'll put us somewhere around there, right? And accordingly, now we could, as we continue to move there, get what I call a small relief bounce. SPY could come back up to about this 400 or 402.8 area on Monday. I would like to see us, but we'll have to see how the futures hold over the night and then trade it accordingly, right? Let's take a look at some other events here to see if any geopolitical news or anything is affecting the market as well. So let's see here. As it stands right now, bonds still at 281. So let's take a look at bonds. Yeah. Bonds are rolling here. And again, you guys know the overall idea here. Our 10-year bond, we track the growth and the lack thereof, or the movement of the bond there. So right now, 278, 281, as we come into around 8:18 p.m. Eastern time today is 5/22/22. The bond is sitting at 281. So this is where we left off here on Friday, and we're still creeping a little bit. So, well, again, as money moves away from market, and obviously bonds and other safer investments become more and more attractive. So this is why an experienced trader, this is one area that you're going to take a look at. The 10-year bond, however you want to track it, is a relevant bond. This is not a indicator necessarily that I use every second or every during the intraday to get an idea to make a trade. If you want to learn that stuff, you got to go through training, but this is an excellent barometer for anyone. So keep your eye on the bonds there. Let's take a look at futures again and see where we're rolling here. All right, yeah, so, all right, we're gonna see a little resistance here at around this 39.50 area, right, on the futures. Got a slight little gap up here in the futures. So as we go into the 3 a.m. time frame on the futures market, we'll see if we still hold in these areas, or if we try to retrace here to make an attempt during market hours to 4,000. So if we come into the open on the futures and we're chipping around above 39.50 area, then I'm going to be cautious and bullish on the day, right, with some early morning sell-off, just to see how the opening session opens up, how the morning session opens up, and then I'll be looking to just take a move to the upside there as my first trade of the day. Let's go back to SPY here for a moment. Yeah. So for those of you guys who were in the Discord on Friday, we ended the week, very strong week, 52 trades taken, 40 winners, 8 losses, 4 break even on this week here. SPY dealt some chippiness throughout the week, but overall we came out successful. As you know, I don't have red days and I don't have red weeks. If you want to learn how to do that, then you're going to have to obviously come into the SPY Only Options room Monday and Friday. I'm there all day inside of the SPY Only Voice right here with call outs. But 8:50 every morning, I am in the killer whales for pre-market prep and live trading Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursday, and specialized trading that's only for the killer whales. We do live Zoom sessions and etc. So this is what Friday looked like. Many of us traded this all the way down. The call outs were made as we rolled here with a target Friday. Let's see here. What was my target Friday? Give me 1 second. Could tell you now. With a target Friday of just bringing up my data here. Okay, here we are. It looks like we came down to that 20% pullback area. So 38392 and 38177. So really, we were down in here, 382. Yep, this is where our target was, and we hit it to the T, and then obviously found a base and ran back up here, and many of you guys traded that accordingly. So as we go into the open on Monday, I will be looking for us to hold around this 38, right around this area here, 3850, 3885, something in this area here. Maybe even 387, what have you. I'd like to see us hold around this area and then make our run up, right? Back to 400 or 4,000 on the futures. But we'll, again, that's a developing thesis as it stands right now. I look to be neutral to bullish on Monday, coming off of a really 8 straight weeks, right? of just aggressive sell-off. So, you know, yeah, just some aggressive sell-off here, and looking for us to hold around this area, get a little relief bounce before we decide. We may even chip around here this week and see if we're going to break down some more. Now we're coming off an OPEX, so it means options prices and will adjust. Liquidity has shifted in the market, and what we're going to be paying attention to is if big money continues to defend those levels, or if they roll the positions out a little lower. So Monday, and as we go into the week, that's going to tell us what's going to happen. But the meeting minutes, you know, the Fed has been pretty consistent with a not 50 basis points increase. So you know, we have no reason to distrust them, right? We have no reason to distrust them, as we discussed here. We just got to believe them. So if that is the case, then we could, you know, you may see the market react a little bit, but at this point, that dot 50 is baked into the market there. So you shouldn't see too much surprise. It's going to just be a matter of market participation and hedging, and where big money has moved their positions. If they still feel like there's going to be some more aggressive action taken by the Feds, then they're going to, the market will certainly react to that. Okay. I'll wrap it up in a moment here. Let me just take a look around to see if there's anything else that I'm taking a look at this week. We took a look at earnings already. We took a look at market moving news already. We understand key levels where the market was defending, and really where it needs to hold at as it moves back up to 4,000. This is my, we come up pretty aggressively over 3,949 or 3,950. Then I would say that we would have a bullish Monday. But be careful, anything's possible. Now, even if we open up Monday here into the morning session, and we find a base at 3880 area, 3880, right, on the futures, if we hold there, then I still think that we move up. So it all depends on if we gap down, if we open up around the same area. And so as we get closer to our pre-market prep in the morning, these levels here will define themselves. Of course, the levels will only be posted. The levels are only posted in the Killer Whales section. I'll trade live with you guys, of course, in the general and the SPY only options room. Here we trade live, and we trade live, you know, Mondays and Fridays. But the levels and the extra training and etc., just so that you know, it's only in the Killer Whales section here. Okay, folks. So just know. I expect us to have a nice Monday, and this week should introduce some volatility. But I do think that we'll chip around because we're in a very, you know, an interesting level, a key level for a pullback, right? From all-time high to now, this is about 20% right here at its, you know, at its lowest in this area. So as we've blown through the bottom of a 20% pullback, any deeper, we start going over 20%. Obviously, that signals a bearish market, and I expect the market to respond here. Not saying we want to eventually go back down and toward the backside of the week or next week or what have you. I am saying at this point, we more than likely will see a relief bounce as we make an ascent back to 4,000 because of the volatility in the market, because of the market makers rolling their positions. Be careful that you don't get caught in a trade, pops or stops, massive aggressive moves, because there is certainly liquidity down low because of hedging and options dealers moving things around in the market. So be very careful with that. Don't, you know, get into a trade with any type of hopium, right? Just, you know, trade what you see, right? Not what you think, and you'll be just fine. All right. So let's just take a look here. Make sure I didn't miss anything here as we wrap this up. Just provided the thesis for Monday. The thesis will be shored up or made more firm come the opening here. But so far, we're just chipping around on the futures here, sitting around 39.40. So we keep chipping around here. I see any strength or volume coming there, then I'm going to go ahead and go long or take a position to the upside to test 3940, 3950 area on the futures. And I'll do that probably in the training that I have later today. I've got some more personal one-on-one tradings. And if you train with me, later in the day during futures hours, then you'll see me make some trades or what have you. It gets really fun, right? It gets really fun. All right, so I'm gonna close it down there. The idea for the week is consistency, discipline, and focus. All right, consistency, discipline, and focus. Again, monster week last week, right? Very proud of a lot of folks and the growth that you guys had. Here's our week and our stats there, all right? Beautiful week, beautiful week. Came out of the week and absolutely crushed it, right? 52 trades, 40 winners, 8 losses, 4 break evens. I'm sorry, 4 break evens. And man, what a beautiful, beautiful week. So I'm going to encourage you, if you're new, if you're joining us for the first time, we do a weekly prep at 8:15 on Sunday to get ready for the week and identify key levels. I go into more detail in those key levels inside the Killer Whales chat. That's no problem for you. And then I give you a deeper breakdown in the morning. Every morning, 8:50 in the morning, I am in the SPY Only Voice Mondays and Fridays for live trading and pre-market prep and coaching. You are able to trade with me live throughout the day and get the coaching that you need to crush it. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I am only in the Killer Whales, where the Killer Whales will get all of the training, all the coaching, the swing trades, and all the other goods there as well. That's tier 3 access. All right. If you want to learn how to be consistent like this and how to have even more winners, then what you need to do after you come into the Discord, read the testimonials, folks. There's some powerful stuff in here. And these are your peers. This is folks, that have found this Discord, taken the training, and now they're crushing it, right? After you do that, go ahead and just go to video trainings and watch these videos, right? Absolutely. They're loaded there for your benefit, right? And I've even put some tricks of the trade in here, right? There's one that I'm really proud of that a lot of people are really getting behind, and they're crushing it, is this one right here. How to scalp single counter reversals to get $1,000 a day. This right here will make you very, very profitable. But if you really want to be profitable in all areas, then you're going to come in here, you're going to click this link right here under one-on-one bookings, and it's going to take you to this tab right here. And this is our trainings tab. Now, here's the rules. You cannot skip. You can't say, oh, I think I'm experienced in the market and I don't need this training. I won't train you. I'll hold your spot until you go to 0. You got to take 0 first. It's best when you take them combined, 0 and 1, then 2 and 3, then 4 and 4.5, and then 5. And then you can even go ahead and do a coaching session. Now, some folks want to trade with me live, where you are on my time. You get to see all of my screens and how I trade, all that cool stuff. You can't take this until you get through all the trainings. I won't sit down with you and do any live session where it's only you and I, right? It's an hour and we trade. And yes, we make trades and et cetera. And I explain my trades and all that stuff. You also learn my 550 swing system once you get to 5 as well. So you can take them by themselves, 0 and 1, et cetera, but it's best when you take them together. All right. So let's wrap up here. It looks like we're just chipping around here looking for some more market participation to make our run up. We break past 3,950. We chop around these areas up into the open. I'll be looking to go long to 4,000 or 400 on SPY. If we're going to get a move, likely before volatility sets in and the market, has some strength, likely we'll get that before the FOMC meetings in the open there. So I'm looking for that, Monday action to happen there. But once our numbers for manufacturing data and some other things start to creep in and affect the market, then I'll be cautious and play the day as it comes. Okay. Well, folks, that is it. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them inside the general chat. And otherwise, I'll see you guys bright and early, 8:50 to crush it in the SPY Only Options room. Starting out the week strong. Discipline, folks. Discipline. This is how you end up green every single day and every week. Discipline and focus. So I'll wrap it up and close it here and leave you with this, folks. Fall in love with the process of becoming great. Fall in love with the charting, with the work, with the training, with the development, with everything that it takes to become great. Fall in love with that process. And what and you will never be average. Fall in love with the process of becoming great, and you'll never be average. Put the work in, folks. I'll see you bright and early, 8:50 in the Spy Only Options room in the Voice channel to crush it. KDW signing out.